Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with something I did not expect to do today. You guys know how I like to do award videos, and last night I had already made up my mind I wasn't going to do a Grammy Award video, and because it's, the Grammys are always quite boring to me. But then I thought about it this morning. I had me some coffee, and I was just like, you know what, Roxanne? We gonna do a goddamn Grammy video today. I'm feeling good, y'all. We gonna get into this. But look, I gotta do my Real Housewives of Atlanta video still. So, I'm gonna try to do this in 10 minutes, okay? So what we gonna do is we're gonna do it a little different. I'm not gonna go into the whole Grammys. What I'm going to do is make this a top 10 things that I remembered about the Grammys of 2015. How y'all feel about that? You feeling good? All right, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, first up, you guys, that keep on hoisting LL Cool J on us as the host. Okay, I'm tired of LL Cool J as the host. It's not like there's not anybody else around that could do the job. Okay, it's not like he's funny, like, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. It's just like, enough! Get somebody else. Plus, I got this problem with the fact that LL ain't aging. He look like he 25 years old still. And, I got some concerns about that. Like, what the fuck? Is this like Benjamin Button's disease? Pharrell. You guys, we all gotta love Pharrell, okay? You just gotta love him and all his humbleness and his meekness and everything. I cannot stand Pharrell's fashion sense. I cannot take it. I'm so fucking sick of these short sets that he just insists on wearing. This time, the nigga had to put on an Adidas short set. Not the stripes on the side, Pharrell. But only Pharrell can get away with it. He didn't really get away with it, if you ask me. Wasn't as bad as last year because it was a little bit looser. But yeah, I'm over it. Okay, I'm even mad at the fact that he done somehow talked his beautiful wife into, this fool of fuck who niggatry as well. She had on a little tracksuit, and I was just like, I always thought that she had her own fashion sense, and now it looked like that she done sipped off the Kool-Aid, y'all. Lord, this wife think this shit is Gucci too. That's what my kids always say. When they think something is real good, real sharp, they say, that ain't Gucci. Bitch, that ain't Gucci. Sam Smith. Okay, he was the big winner for last night, and good for him. Okay, I'm not really a Sam Smith fan, but I don't not like him. So, you know what? His album did really well, good for him. I just, I look at Sam and something ain't right about, his head. It's too big for his body. It's flat in the back. Okay, so that's what we came up with on Twitter last night. He insists on wearing these young suits, and I think that might be part of the problem. I was just like, why the fuck? I'm looking at his goddamn eggplant like the entire night. Every time he got up there, I was just like, nah, them pants is too tight, Sam. He look like he don't wear underwear. I bet you the crack of them fucking pants is all brown on the inside. He did do good on his performance with Mama Mary, okay, you guys? And Mama Mary, she has definitely embraced her 40s. She ain't fixing to be out there in no fucking leotard and heels and everything. And I love the queen for that. Thank you, Mary J. Madonna and her Illuminati talk-inducing performance last night. Look, you guys. Do I believe in the Illuminati? Not necessarily so, okay? Do I believe that a lot of artists use imagery from that whole devil worship, Illuminati shit into their music just for a response, just for some talk? Definitely so, okay? Do I care either way? I sure do not. I'm just kind of tired of seeing it. It's just like, what else? We got the horns, what is it, the bafflement or whatever they call them, They got the choir, She's up there looking like a fucking old-ass decrepit Mae West, with her old flat booty skipping around stuff. I was just like, okay, Madonna, now the bitch is 56 years old, and yes, she still looks good. But you know what? I don't want you to be up there looking like that. I'm just over Madonna. And I know I probably shouldn't say that because Madonna has definitely done a lot for the music world, but yeah, all that, okay, I'm just, whatever. Kanye. Okay, first of all, I don't like his song from his mama from heaven singing to the baby Nori, okay? Even though the little part when he's saying, tell Nori about me, tell Nori about me. Yes, that is kind of touching, I will admit. But for the most part, I don't want to hear no fucking song sung by Kanye West with some old fucked up auto-tune. I was just like, is it going to be auto-tune or is it not going to be? Shit. Every now and then it come in, then it be like, I was like, he sound like he's on a fucking cell phone that's under, when you go underground, you can't can't hear him no more. The song that he has with Rihanna and Paul McCartney, I could do without Kanye West on it. I do like the song, okay? It's not nothing that I'm fixing to rush out and buy. I don't hope that that's not going to be the first single off of her album. You know, just the whole fact that she has Paul McCartney on there. Look, I get the whole thing. I could have done without Kanye on there. Rihanna sounds good. Sounds like she's doing something for her voice, although I've always felt like Rihanna sounds like her actual, you know, albums. Okay, so that was good. But yeah, I'm tired of Kanye. Okay, I found out that he was the executive producer on her album. I was like, oh, okay, now that explains why he's on that song with them. Because otherwise, there's no need for him to be on there. And if he's gonna be on the goddamn album singing songs, somebody teach him the R&B moves, please. The fuck? He got all this rap aggression. You know, he's singing all this soft, you know, touching shit, and then he looked like he about to, you know, jump into the mosh pit or something. I was just like, Kanye. The Take Me to Church segment with Annie Lennox, I was totally here for. I don't even know the name of the group. At first, when they was talking about it, I was just like, what is this, Take Me to Church? But I actually liked the song. And then Annie came in there and put her own special brand of funk on it, and I was just like, yes, Annie, yes. I don't know how old Annie is, but she's got to be somewhere late 50s, early 60s, somewhere. And she is a beautiful, this is how white women should age. She looks good. She can still sing. I was totally there for it. I was like, well, take us to church then, Annie. Okay, shit, all we needed was Shirley Caesar and her pineapple freeze hairstyle, you know, up there, you know, putting in some some extra. And I might have got the ghost, y'all. I love the toned down version of Lady Gaga. Okay, I know that the whole theme of the night was like mixing the old with the new, or whatever you want to call it, the old generation with the new generation. So Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett, I loved it. Okay, we forget that Lady Gaga has a wonderful voice. The child can sing. You get rid of all of the antics of, you know, Lady Gaga. She can sing. She sounded good. Okay, she was totally in her whole loungy, you know. I was like, the bitch is giving us Cephas and Reese a little bit. Her, you know, the way she was doing, I was like, now, if y'all break out and we tight, then I know something. The whole Beck thing is funny to me. Okay, right now, I don't know much about Beck. I've heard the name over the years. After some research, I found that he's quite the creative. And on his last album, he did all of the instruments. Something like 10, 15, 20 instruments. He played them all, okay? Mr. Beck, or whatever it is, he won Artist of the Year. Was it Album of the Year or Artist of the Year? I think it was, whichever one, it started with an A. I immediately stretched my hands forth in prayer to the screen because I was just like, Lord, the Beehive is fixing to come after him, okay? And then all of a sudden, here we get the card-carrying president, Kanye, runs his ass up on stage, and then he turns around, you know, he's about to do the whole Taylor Swift thing again, but he doesn't do it. But you know how it is. Actions speak louder than words. Everybody knew what he meant from that. I feel sorry for the Beck guy, because you know what? He's a fucking artist. He does his music, and if the Grammy Academy, or whatever we call them, want to, you know, if that's what they do, then that's on them. Beck ain't got shit to do with that. The poor little man was so fucking confused. He was just like, oh, what, you want to come up and talk? I was like, no, don't let his ass get up there, Beck. Believe me, you don't want him up there. Kanye decided to wait until after, you know, when he was on the after show to go through the whole rants. And, you know, listen, I for the most part understand what Kanye is trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is not every fucking body loves Beyonce. I'm sorry. Okay, it's just we can't always think that because we love, because I do love Beyonce. I loved her album. I thought her album was spectacular. Okay, but not the whole world feel that way. Although, honey, the Beehive will let you think so. Okay, these motherfuckers already got a petition talking about that Beck need to give it. Are you guys serious? You really think that he's got to give up his damn Grammy because, y'all, look, the bitch got 5 other Grammys last night. Okay, let her be happy with that. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't take it. Oh, that poor little Kim, she just so stupid, y'all. She just stand over there on the other side, just be cute. She looking at Kanye, you know, with these kind of glassy eyes. You know, she did like, that's my husband. I love him. He say he a musical genius. I take selfies. Just want you guys to understand that, yes, maybe we don't all know about Beck, but fuck y'all petitions. Beyonce didn't win. And speaking of B, you guys, The Precious Lord thing last night, it just wasn't right. First of all, we was tired. Okay, I know you trying to hold on to Beyonce to get everybody watching the entire simulcast, but about 11 o'clock, we fucking over it. So I'm just like, you know what, get the bitch up there, let her sing, get her ass up off this stage so we can go to bed. Second, the arrangement was off. Okay, we don't want you to change anything in our traditional classic gospel songs. Sing the shit the way it's supposed to be sang. Third, all the men up there they was making me, you know, I'm used to Beyonce having these men and, you know, they be moving and dancing, and it was hard for me to keep the lustful thoughts away. I couldn't concentrate on what was going on. Fourth, the vocal acrobatics that, you know, Beyonce always goes through were not doing it for me, because fifth, the anointing wasn't there, okay? And wasn't no amount of glowing light shining through a sheer dress, you know, coming forth and giving us the whole angelic movement. No amount of that was going to change that fact. Fact of the matter is, we don't go to Beyonce for church. You know, Beyonce is passionate, and I'm not even saying Beyonce is not a Christian, okay? I'm not saying that Beyonce don't love the Lord just like the rest of us. But that song needed somebody with some grit and grime, okay? Let us see should have sung that song, okay? Fuck, I'd even have took Fantasia, you know, with her old feet smelling. I know they was going for a moment and all of that. It didn't happen for us because of all of these things I just told y'all. Okay, Beehive, y'all can come get me. And lastly, you guys, John Legend. It's so weird. One day I like him, the next day I don't. I don't really like his music, although I will say off his last album, I really did like some songs off of there. So I thought he was changing up his little style a little bit. I don't like this Glory song. I know it's got a lot of meaning to it, and I know it's from Selma, and you know, it's Black History Month, and you know, all of that. I don't like the song. So I'm just like, you know, it's kind of corny a little bit to me. But the white folks, they love them some civil rights type of, you know, rap slash R&B, you know, all of this. I know I shouldn't say that. I know it's a deeper meaning to it, you guys. All right, I know. All right. Okay, I don't want my extremely righteous coming after me. Fuck, I already got the Beehive after me. Alright, you guys, so that is it. Did you guys watch the Grammys last night? I think I gave you guys all the highlights. I might have missed some shit. So whatever I might have missed, you guys go on and leave it down in the comments below. Let me get on to the next video I gotta do. Y'all remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright? Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.